Where are all the girls that were like clinically obsessed with One Direction the way that I was? I know for a fact it was not just me, okay? There were hundreds of thousands of girls at the concerts that I was at as a kid screaming and crying for them. I know we're all just like in our 20s now, just pretending like we weren't the most absolutely insane, feral, horny kids. I will admit, I think I had one of the most severe cases on earth. Like, my parents were concerned. I remember I had like all these social media pages like dedicated to them, and like kids in my class would be like, Laura, I like you, but I can't follow you because like all you do is repost One Direction stuff. And I was like, you can see those? I didn't understand Facebook yet, and like went into high school with the username Horny for Styles. Oh my god, that is the kind of shit that like you probably shouldn't be able to like waterboard out of somebody. I feel free, okay? I'm releasing this from my shoulders. I cannot be the only one that like discovered her sexuality by like Wattpad One Direction fanfiction. Posters on the wall. My friend group was literally called the Directioners. Shout out my girls. They would be like, ugh, the Directioners are coming. I remember for my birthday, my best friend at the time and I bought tickets to go to their meet and greet, and this was like a huge deal. Get to the concert, just waiting for somebody to like point us to the meet and greet. Like, I thought all of us waiting in that pile were for the meet and greet. We file into the concert, and then we're like, oh, okay, the meet and greet must be after the concert. And my best friends and I had made this like elaborate scrapbook with like photos. Like, we planned it months in advance, and we watched the concert, and then we go outside and we're all shuffled out in the herd, and we're like, oh my god, we need to give this scrapbook to them right now. We literally see their tour bus, like, so they were like leaving, jumping out of their tour van, like waving at the crowd, and like I was there in my One Direction t-shirt, like braces, bangs that I cut myself, like notice me, like, oh my god, I need to get this scrapbook to them. And I'm feral, okay? You think I'm feral now? My 13-year-old ass was off the fucking rails, and I see their tour bus driving, and I'm like, okay, even if I jump in front of their tour bus, okay, the fact that I can even say this with a straight face, if I jump in front of their tour bus, like, they'll have to go to the hospital and meet me. I think I read a Wattpad on it. I was like, okay, like, this is your shot, Laura. You know, you gotta do this now. Jump underneath one of the rails, slide down like a bush, run to the front of their van. And then I realized the van isn't gonna stop, so I like jumped back, and I was just standing there, and he's waving like to all the people behind me, and I'm like, Niall! Telling you that this memory haunts me is an absolute understatement. I cried my eyes out to a security guard, and he said, give me the scrapbook, I'll give it to them. And then like definitely threw it out. And I was like, oh, phew. This security guard that works at this stadium is definitely gonna give it to them. He definitely like got high on Reddit with his friends and was like, this is the most embarrassing thing ever. I think I wrote a note to Harry and was like, look, I know there's a lot of girls. Yeah, I know that I'm actually probably the peak of clinically insane, but like I cannot be the only one that was going through this, okay? I know other bitches were going through this too. I'm normal now to everyone in my elementary school. Don't hold it against me.